that means you're gonna see my back. Just let you know, you're just gonna see my back a lot. Just gotta let you know. Hi! Thank you, sir. Only person who's in this room. I appreciate it. Alright, to everybody else, my name is Remy. I'm a magician. If you don't mind, I'm gonna take the mask off. Is that cool? Does anybody have any complaints about that? Or just okay? It's just a little easier. I know, right? I gotta tell you, one of the hardest parts about COVID has been going through like the grocery store, and then I'm just a stoner. Leave me alone. It's been great. It really has been. So just to get started, I'm a magician. That was kind of the great intro. Thank you very much for introing me like that. I've been doing this now for 20 years. I spent 2.5 years performing around the country as a traveling gypsy. Thanks for smiling at that. That's just a really nice way of saying I was homeless for 2.5 years. And in that time, I got to travel all around the country. I met some really great people, saw some amazing things, and I kind of put together this person you see in front of you. And that being said, I'd like to share with you a little bit of what I have created. I actually started with playing cards. This is pretty much how all magicians start. You can film the show. You don't have to see me to do it.
No,
you got to do this one. Hold on, I gotta make sure he doesn't see that.
It's actually a selfie of my weed.
Oh. On a total side note, has anybody seen the Eddie Murphy Delirious stand-up? Okay, there's a picture in there. If anybody remembers, he takes a Polaroid from somebody, disposable camera, and he snaps a shot of his junk on stage. I've looked for that photo for years, and it's nowhere. All right. Anyway, back to the magic. So let's get started. I do need a volunteer. Thank you. You can stay right there. Just stay right there. These are COVID times. I'll get you up here eventually. Here's what's going to happen. I started with sleight of hand. Sleight of hand is the ability to dexterously manipulate playing cards in very fancy ways. Right? Yeah. Okay. So that's the idea. And I use sleight of hand to find playing cards. So, for instance, can you name any playing card?
Queen of Diamonds.
The Queen of Diamonds. And through sleight of hand, we'll find the Queen of Diamonds. Right? Oh, there it is. Right on top. Thank you. No, we'll do it for real. Come on over. You can come up this side. And what's your name? Tegan. Everyone give Tegan a big round of applause. Now, luckily enough, these look like squares that are about a foot by a foot. So if you just stand 6 of those away from me. Perfect. Yeah, we did good. Okay. Now the government can't get mad at us. We can post these photos online. All right, so you have a card. This is your card. Okay. Through sleight of hand, I'm going to find your card. Fairly simple. The card goes like this. It goes into the deck for the eyes of the audience. Is all of that fair? Sure. Notice sure is not a yes, which is a confirmation of what you've said. So the idea of sleight of hand is that I will shuffle these cards in a fairly fancy way. I will take one card, fling it into the air, and catch it. Now, first of all, even if that's not the card, that's really good. I mean, like, that's hard to do. Obviously, it is your card, because that's how we do this here, right? In the beginning, I used to just walk out the street and say, "Oh, look, I did it! $5, thank you." So, but now that we have that, we're actually going to do this in a bit of a different way. Okay? So we found the card through sleight of hand, and that was something that was improbable, but not impossible.
You're gonna
Right?
drop,
You see
you're gonna
magic.
drop me off at
You
the
want to
house?
see something that's impossible. So that's what we're going to try to do. I need you to just touch any one of these cards. That one, go ahead, take it out. Take a look at it. And the next thing I started to do was what's known as mind reading or mentalism, right? The idea of being able to read a stranger's mind. And I practiced a lot. And do you know what my hardest difficulty was with learning mind reading? I'm not psychic. That was the most difficult part, not being psychic. It's just a huge, like, little thing but that's fine. So I had to figure out other ways of figuring out your card. So I'm going to ask you questions about your card. Just answer all of them inside your head. Sound good? Okay. First question, is your card black or red? In your head. Good. Thanks. Second question, was it the heart, the club, the diamond, or the spade? Perfect, thank you. Ooh, next question. Is it odd or even? Good. Okay. And last but not least, is it high or low? Perfect, thank you. Give her a round of applause, she did fantastic. Do you want to know what the card is, or do you want to know what I saw? Both? All right, so we'll go with what I saw first. So the first thing I asked you was your card black or red? And yeah, you answered me honestly right away. You weren't going to try to mess with me. You wanted this to work, which was cool. You get some people up here that don't want that. So they told me it was a black card, not a red card. The second thing I asked was the heart, the club, the diamond, and the spade. And I took a little bit of time. So this way she had a moment to actually hear every word that came out. And then when I said spade, you confirmed it. You said yes. Now, you didn't say it out loud, but verbally, you're, whatever this is called, body language wise, she told me this. Then I asked you if your card was odd or even, right? And you answered that one pretty quickly, which tells me it's not a face card. It tells me it can't be like the Jack, King, King. It tells me it can't be the ace, because you have to think about those. And last but not least was a high or low. Again, you answered it pretty right away, which means you weren't confused about where it was, which tells me through all of that that you picked the four of spades. Yes. It's okay. The first time I saw this, I too was so shocked that I forgot to applaud, so don't worry. You're good. Can I get you to touch one more card? Which one? This one? Go ahead and take it out. Don't look at it. Now, as I said, I've been doing this for 20 years. In 20 years, how many times do you think I've had a total stranger come on stage and I have to figure out what card they're thinking of?
Twice.
All of you are correct. Take a look. You good? Oh, you already put it away too. All right. That's a little hard. You want the same color as before? Yeah, it wasn't on a red card. This was definitely a black card. 9 of clubs. Yes. This is what I do for a living. Literally, this is my job. I love my job. It's also the only job in the world that people applaud you for doing your job. And no more and no less. This is exactly what I'm supposed to do. But I can guarantee you, not a single one of you have ever sat in your car, looked up and said, "That was a beautiful ticket, officer." Nobody does that, right? But in this job, we're going to do it. So, you, instead of me doing the magic, you're going to do the magic. You're going to pick a person in this room that you do not know very well. Hi.
Hi.
You two have never met before.
Yep.
Fantastic. I need you to think of any card you want. Don't say it out loud.
Okay.
Did you turn them inside out? Oh, I thought she was like, oh, I'm on stage. Stupid freaks. But that's cool. All right, so you're going to think of a card. Tegan, you're going to stand right. Stop there. Perfect. Turn around, face her. What's your name?
Annetta. Annetta.
Annetta. Pleasure to meet you. Everyone give Annetta a round of applause. Very simple job. You're going to look at her. She's going to look at you. You're going to make eye contact, not with me, with her. You're going to make eye contact with Tegan. And whenever you get a feeling, you're going to tell us when you feel like you could guess what her card is. Not what the card is, just when you get a feeling, let us know. Okay, touch the card that you feel she's thinking of. That one right there. Do not look at it just yet. For the first time out loud, what's the card you were thinking of?
An ace of spades.
The ace of spades. Is that the ace of spades? Okay, that would have been amazing if that had worked. Every one of you would have been like, wow, dude, that was good. Here's $20. But you had a free choice. Any one of these correct, but you chose, which one did you choose? No, you chose the 10 of diamonds. That was not even close, but that's okay. Give her a round of applause, thanks for trying I am going to break some rules as a magician just for you guys tonight. So I'm going to back up to just not here so everybody can see it. I'm going to show you the exact same trick twice in a row. First of all, no magician does that. We just do a trick once. Because we believe the first time is entertainment and the second time is education. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do before I do it. This way the element of surprise completely gone. And at the end of it, you're still going to be able to say, that looked like magic. I'm going to take your card, Tegan. Back with us, thank you. I'm going to take your card. And I'm going to find it twice in a row. Once fast and once slow. And you'll tell me how to find your card. Fast or slow? Slow. 10 seconds. Slow motion. And now we find it in slow motion. I thought that was somebody's phone going, wah, wah. I found it. I know exactly where it is. Thank you. All right, I'll prove it to you. I realized that like 4 people applauded for that. I'll prove to you I know exactly where it is. You'll see it jump out of the packet into an empty hand, but in slow motion, which is actually harder to catch. I mean, that's still hard. I'll take the applause. No, it's fine. Because you obviously want to see it is your kind of value, right? Perfect. I know. Nobody would clap for 4 spaces. So I did promise you the exact same trick twice in a row. One's fast and one's slow. We found your card slow. Now it's time to find your card fast. What's the card you were thinking of?
Ace of spades.
Ace of spades. Fast motion. Just like we found it in slow motion. Ready? Found it. Thank you. Alright, if you don't believe me, we'll do the exact same thing as before. It jumps out of the deck into an empty hand, but it's going to be so fast you don't see it. 1, 2, 3. Woo.
Pretty good,
Except though I did make you a promise. I promised to share with you the exact same trick twice in a row. One's fast and one's slow. Which means we have your card right about here. If your card is here, that means right over here.
Ace of spades.
On that chair, we should have one card only, your ace of spades. Alright, now truth be told, I can do card tricks all night long. I really could. Like, I could do days of card tricks, and you'll only get bored like an hour in. But, being that this is November, not just any November, this is November in 2020, not specifically the 2020 part, but the fact that it's an election year, which means that we just went through a whole, don't worry, I'm not getting political, don't worry. We just went through this whole hassle of voting and getting everything out there, which is the American way, is to vote, right? That's our job. We get to speak up for what we want. And that's what we're gonna do right now. If you want, you get to vote on what you're gonna see next. Either a card trick, if you want to see a card trick, you can applaud for that. Okay, you.
We want to hear what happened.
Thank you. Tegan, you should wait for all the options. It's okay. So card trick, this is option 1. Option 2 is something truly odd, strange, and weird. Okay, so now we're gonna vote. Apparently you guys applauded for a nail. This is a pretty cool nail, I realize that. If you want to see a card trick applaud, Tegan, thank you. Okay. Something truly odd, strange, and weird. That was voter fraud. You already saw the card trick, don't get greedy. I do need a volunteer. This is going to get weird. Tegan, you're already up here, I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? Since it's because of you that we're even here, come on up. Right, no. Okay, you get to check that out. That is,
You got your
can
back.
turn. Yeah, come over here, right? So you
Four
see-
next to you.
5 inches. Most guys say 6, but that's okay. Thank you. You know, I always get a little worried on some of these jokes. I'm like, how is that going to play over in this room? All right, so you can hold on to that. So that is, in fact, a real nail. Does it bend at all? All right, sturdy nail. Carefully try to push on it. Does it shrink at all? That's a really important one. Rub it. Is it getting any bigger? It's a valid question. We good? Okay. This stunt is called the human
Sex
block.
education.
Okay. This stunt is called the human blockhead. It was dubbed so by Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show because he said you had to be a total blockhead to do this. The idea is to take a 5-inch nail and hammer it directly into the center of your head. Now, conveniently, from top to bottom, right to left, the center of my head is in my nose. I need you to examine my nose. Now, before, I used to play around a lot more, where I'd have people like almost shove their finger in my nose and stuff, and apparently we can't do that today, which is fine, I don't mind. I'll take your nail.
We're plumbers, we'll put our finger in your nose. You might not want
Got the light for it.
to.
Let me get it on.
All right, the human blockhead.
There, we're gonna get the good nose shot.
Okay, before I do this, for anybody who's squeamish in the audience, just remember, you could have voted for the card trick. You were outvoted. Welcome to America.
I need my camera.
I got it, Diane.
I'll pause.
That's just.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ugh.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, no shit. Nice.
Come on, let's get some light on.
That's how they do the COVID test.
All right, yeah, I gotta tell you, getting tested for COVID these days has been so much fun for me. I get like a nail in my nose already, a shorter one, and I go in to get tested, right? Because we have to do this performance, right? And so I go to get tested, and they'll go to shove the cotton thing up there. Like, hold on 1 second. I pull a nail out, and then I let them go back on. I love doing it. Okay, so now I'm gonna need your help. Is there a napkin readily available? Napkin. That one hasn't been used.
Slightly
Lovely. No forks, just the napkin. Okay, you get this. Thank you very much. You've got some rules. We shove the nail in. Now we have to remove the nail from my face. So, rule number 1, don't push in, you'll end the show early. Rule number 2, don't just like pull it out, you'll end the show early. Okay? Rule number 3, what's your name?
Yeah.
John?
Yes, sir.
Rule number 3, don't futz around up here. Right now I'm like a human nail gun. If I sneeze, I'll kill John.
I'll do that.
Okay? Rule number 4, just pinch the tip.
Just to say, what's the word?
Hold it. Yeah. And that's yours to take home as a I'm just kidding, that's disgusting. I can't do that. Thank you so much.
When do you train for that?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Right.
Again, you can only do so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the show. I hope you guys have had a good time. One day this will be worth something on eBay. So, well, with that being said, I'm not the only performer we have tonight. I'm actually part of the duo act. Right? I get to do magic and stupid stuff, like shoving a nail into my face. She gets to do the more eclectic, exotic stuff. She is excited about that?
Yeah.
All right, exotic. They're like, yeah, let's do it. All right, so if you can, we came today all the way from Fort Lauderdale to perform for you guys tonight. So this has been a fun day for us. We do love to travel. She actually comes all the way from Isla Morada,
Oh, wow.
down in the Keys. Yes, she is a classically trained dancer and performer, and today she's going to give you one of her specialties, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. So if you can, please put your hands together for Daisy. Get some music going for everybody so this way she actually has something to do.
Is it chair in the way? Chair for you to move?
We could with the chair, that'd be lovely.
How's the lighting?
Lighting is perfect.
All right, one more time. sorry. All right. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had some fun tonight. If you enjoyed the show, my name is Remy Connor, and this is Daisy from Isla Morada Barefoot Dance. If you did not like the show, my name is Chris Angel, and her name is Claudia Shea. Thank you guys. Good night.